Take it away, Maestro.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. Here are your hosts, Trevor Shelby, Gary Manning, and Jennifer Rowell. We talk cruises every day. Let the golden boys and girls take you away to a place of fun in the sun. Join us as we say, take it away, Golden Crew. We're so sad Thomas quit. That's right. I said it, Thomas quit the show. He said F this and took his ball and went home. We're so sad Thomas quit. That's right. I said it, Thomas quit the show. He said F this and took his ball and went home.
He took it and went home.
I'm so glad I'm wearing glasses, these sunglasses, because you can see the tears in my eyes from Thomas quitting. Oh, my Tom, please come back. We beg of you. Psych, stay gone, Mo.
Well, I know that, recently it was said that I quit the show, and this almost sounds like retaliation. Maybe he's heading out.
Not in the least bit.
Yeah.
No,
and
not in the least bit.
No. And I told him, I said, man, if you're going to actually do this, you need to go on SpeakPipe and, tell us and explain it to everybody, because no one's going to believe that you actually quit the show. And so here it is, unfortunately, from his own mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Hey everyone, it's Thomas here. I just wanted to say that I am moving on to Windstar Podcastaways. I thought Trevor would be off the show and I wanted to take over for myself. But you know what? I'm going to a better cruise line. I'm going where the Windstar waves will take us. So join me every week as we go on a Windstar adventure. And Trevor, you better play this on the podcast.
No.
Oh, well, Tom, I mean, I know Ted on YouTube wanted to have.
Yeah, Ted on YouTube.
God rest his soul. I mean, I heard he passed away. His wife reached out to me, but I'm so intrigued, and I have so many questions because Windstar. I mean, see, I know what happened, Trevor. I got it. We were talking about this today, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
Because Carnival has stopped giving people nights towards their VIFP for heavily discounted casino cruises.
Yep.
So he's not going to get any more nights because all he cruises is casino cruises. So he's not going to get any more nights. He's not going to move up in VIFP. So why not just go to another cruise line and try to start all over?
I guess. I don't know, man.
I just think if we listen carefully to that message he left, you can hear in his voice the relief. The weight of the show being off of his shoulder. He sounds like a new man, is what I'm saying. He sounds like an entirely new man. So, Tom, I barely knew ye, but best of luck on your Windstar adventure.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Best of luck, Tom. Best of luck,
man.
We wish well. And then for that note, here you have. See, this is the. We'll talk about this later, but this one's for you, Tom.
Absolutely. I didn't salute. I didn't have a drink.
Well, I'm on a
Oh,
ship,
too
so
funny.
I have
Yeah.
to be drinking.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
all right. Well, guys, obviously I'm on a ship. I've had a fantastic week. How about you guys? What's your week been taking in and taking out things?
My week's been stressful. Yeah, just work. So, other than that, it's been fantastic. All the things that's not work. So, but after this show, I did plan on cracking open a bottle that you had provided me, that gator
Yes.
bite or something like that.
Gator Bite coffee. That's
Mhm.
a fantastic bottle.
Yeah, so I may crack some of that open and get some stuff going.
Awesome. Jen, how about you? What's your week been?
Uh, it's been a little nutty. Work is, I don't know, it's work. But also the last week before my daughter goes back to school. So
Uh,
we have all first week of August. Oh my gosh. So we have all of that back to school stuff happening and the farewell
Hmm.
to summer. Wah,
Yes.
wah.
yep.
This is my wife comes back we get back from our cruise Saturday. We travel home on Sunday and she goes to work on Monday, show up, I think, on either Tuesday or Wednesday. So yeah, so she's stressed out too because she's like, wait, why did we decide to go on a cruise the week before school started? Because she's always busy, doing things before the week before. But now she can't do that. So, but
Well,
yes,
you, Mr. Manning, you are on FRGC2,
I
also
am.
known also known as CCP Cruise Point 5. And
Yeah,
it's the prequel to the actual
it's the,
first one.
yes, it is the prequel, and I'm going to
And
tell you guys right now. I had I don't know how to say this, and you may want to cut this part out, Trevor. I don't know,
okay.
but I I am blown away by the amount of people who are on FRGC
Hmm.
who listen to our podcast and are just like treating me just as big as like not I don't want to say treating me big, but like just so what are y'all talking about tonight? What's the topics? you know
Yeah.
give us the inside. They're like, you're going to record right now, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Well,
And so it's exciting, and they all miss Trevor. Obviously, they all miss Tom. Jen, they haven't really got to know you that well, but they said they miss you too. And so, but it is one of those things that it was eye-opening for me because I'm not a people person really in public. Online I can be, and things like that. But Friday night I got to the hotel and Amanda had somehow gotten with all of the other people who were there in the hotel, like literally even people who weren't a part of FRGC, and they were coming up and hugging me when I walked into the hotel.
oh no.
So yeah, it was just, but excuse me, tequila's getting to me. But I will. But then and then so it was just like, and then I just was like, okay, hold on a second. Why are these people, so excited to see me? And they were like, is Trevor going to be here? Is he going to make it? And I'm like, no. But you're here. That's great. We love the show. I listened to it on the way over here today, and I was like, man, that's great. Thank you so much. But I just, oh my gosh, guys. So it's been a treat. It's been a fantastic cruise. And it is. I think you could definitely call it the CCP GC.5 prequel because yes, that's a great call for it because we have a lot of fans that are on this cruise, and then we're going to add fans, our regular cult members to CCP Group Cruise 1 in Alaska in May of next year, which is also, something else like FRGC 3 or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it's going to be great. They're already the excitement for this cruise on this cruise, the excitement for that cruise, I should say, on this cruise is just absolutely amazing. It's incredible. So
Absolutely.
That's great.
Well, in the spirit of things, I decided to put on my Miami 2023 Podcastaways FRGC1 shirt. It was to commemorate the road trip that we took that we almost didn't come back from, Mr. Kennedy, Reese,
Yes.
and I, and poor Tom's mama. She was subjected to so many horrible things, and so it was a bad road trip. But man, so far on for what you've done so far. It's today's Wednesday, so this is what, day
Correct.
4 for you, or 3?
5.
5. Oh,
Kind of. I mean, well,
I'm
if you
trying to.
include Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So
Okay.
I get 4 because I really don't count Saturday. I don't count embarkation day. So for
Yeah.
me, it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We had a sea day Sunday, Cozumel Monday, Costa Maya Tuesday, and we were in Roatan today.
Okay.
And man, I'm telling you, dude, my boy Adonai, Roator was 504 on Instagram and Facebook. He took care of us. If you tune over into HLWT's Have a Luggage Will Travel, and their blogs and stuff like that, you're going to see they're going to rave about him. He is, I mean, I promise you. I know we have Charlie and you guys did him, and he's Charlie's Roatan Tours, but I mean, I hate to push another company. Adonai is just fantastic.
Absolutely,
he is amazing.
We're open to pushing everybody that does
yes.
that job. So
plus Adonai gives me money every time I say Roators 504. So
well, there you go. Keep saying it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just being I'm BSing.
So what's like your highlight of the trip so far?
Oh my gosh, the highlight of my trip so far has to be, you may have seen it online. I was able to benefit from someone's despair. So I don't know why that's the highlight of my trip, but so you might have seen it. It's floating around. It's a pretty common picture. I've seen it on a couple of vloggers pages, or a couple of Facebook groups. I've had people send me, even in our cult here, I've had them send me personal messages asking me, what the hell is this picture? So the picture is a guy laying over on the big scan, whatever that thing is. It's like a buffer between the ship and the port.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy is laying over, and he's trying to pick his wife up out of the water. So I told them was Cozumel claimed another victim. So we were getting back on the ship. I was on the walkway, the gangway.
Mm-hmm.
I had just stepped foot on the ship, and the security guard, something come across the radio, some kind of code or whatever, and he puts his hand in my face. He's like, stop. And I'm like, okay. He says, do not move. And I'm like, no problem. I'm right here. And so he runs down the ramp, and he's looking around, and he sees the other guys running out, and they're taking care of everything. So he comes back in. He's like, all right, where's your sailing sign card? So I showed him my sailing sign card. He's like, all right, go ahead. So I scan through sailing sign. I go through X-ray. I've got my bag on my back. So I take it off. I put my cell phone in it, and I send it through the X-ray. But no, honestly, also the highlight of the ship was Roatan. I mean, I can't, this anytime I have a chance to go to Roatan, I'm going to. I love Roatan. It's a beautiful port. And like I told you before, Adonai just takes super duper care of us. And so he makes it really, really, really fantastic.
Cool deal. What's your stops tomorrow? Or do you have any?
We are next stop, Galveston, my friend. So we leave. We just left Roatan just about an hour ago. Mm-hmm. And we are now headed back to Galveston. So 2 sea days.
Okay. That's a good way to end it. That's the perfect way to go.
All right. So here's the deal. If you know me, and many of you do not, because I'm relatively new to the show, I used to hate sea days. I could not stand a sea day. And now I'm telling you something about Sunday and this ship. I told Teresa coming off ship today, I'm like, this cruise has almost won me over to where I would cruise the ship again.
Okay.
I know. I know. I caught that brief silence of surprise right there. Might be internet lacking, but I don't know. But yes, I can't explain it. Something about it on Sunday, just chilling, walking around, acting all cool, shooting some b-ball up on the 18th deck, and instead of outside the school. But it was really just, I'm looking forward to Thursday and Friday, honestly. So I used to not really care for C days, but Sunday almost had me, definitely had me yesterday wishing that we would have missed Costa Maya, because I wanted that C day. I wanted to be able to just kind of chill on the ship, which we did that anyways. I mean, we'll discuss Costa Maya more in the future, but to me, I don't know that I'll ever get off the ship again in Costa Maya, but that's just me.
Sounds like my Cozumel. I'll only go I'll get off the ship if I'll go to get to the closest bar off the pier. But beyond that, if I've got folk with me that want to go somewhere, I'll tag along. But beyond that, I'm just kind of like, I've been all over this island. I would like to go to more new experiences. So
I could understand that. And then see that I had a new experience this time. We went to Paradise Beach, and I mean, Paradise Beach was nice. It had that. I put a quick little snippet up on our Traveling Mannings page. I think I even put it over on the Carnival Cruising Podcastaways group.
There you go.
But yeah, Paradise Beach was not too bad. They have a really nice pool.
Yeah, you did.
Their drinks on point. It was, I mean, we were able to, we did an all-inclusive thing. So you paid $60 and you were able to eat all the food you wanted, able to drink all the drinks you wanted. So I got there and I was like, hey, I would like a reposado margarita. And the guy was like, okay, no problem. Brings me a reposado margarita. One of the guys, Will G, we're sitting there together at the table. He says, I want a reposado margarita with an extra shot of reposado. And the guy was like, okay, I can do that. Dude, that's all we had the rest of the day. We ended up having like six reposado margaritas with an extra shot of margarita, or with an extra shot of reposado. And yeah, it was one of those things to where it was like, by the end of the day, it was like, I don't have to be carried out of here, but I'm going to have to make sure that I've got somebody on each side of me just for bumpers to help me walk down the aisle there. But it was a great, I mean, they like I said, they took good.
That sounds a lot like old school Mr. Sanchos, when Tom and I, it was one of our first visits, and I don't remember getting home, but they do have photos of us trying to ride on each other's backs coming out of the place. So it is wild. And so
yeah,
it does seem cruel to have these really amazing all-inclusives and that incredibly long pier to get back on the ship. That just seems like, I mean, a nasty trick to play on people.
Yeah, it is. I mean, exactly. They had the rickshaws running, but the rickshaws were not able to bring you all the way up to the actual loading dock, or the gangway. So you had to walk that little bit of, about 70, 80 yards or whatever. And like I say, I guess it just claimed that one victim. That's my opinion. But like I said, I was able to benefit from their despair.
I think if I had that many margaritas, I'd need the rickshaw to take me up to my room. I would pour me into bed, probably.
I am a big guy, and so I handle, and I mean, that's the thing too. I mean, I won't say it. I mean, I handle, hold on a second. I just had you still got me and hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just got a notice that said action required for Carnival Jubilee. It says open browser and connect. So I'm going to do that real quick here. Just kind of.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Okay. So one thing. All right. I'm still connected. It just took me to an MSN page instead of taking me to where I needed to go on Carnival. Yeah. So one complaint, and but all week I've been telling you guys, the app and the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi has been great. It's solid connection up and down. It's great. However, the actual connection to the Wi-Fi, Like, maybe their DHCP server is only set for like 2 hours because it's kicking you off about every 2 hours. You have to shut off, come back in. But the chat side keeps working, but the app isn't working. The hub app's not working. And it's lagging severely, especially right at beginning of dinner at 5:30, whenever you go into dinner and you bring up your app and you click on view menu.
Yeah. Well, I will say I don't struggle getting into the app or getting messages because I still get notifications.
No way. You still haven't closed it out. Come on,
I haven't closed it out.
Come on.
So, like, I'll wake up.
Denial, Trevor.
Yeah, I know it is. I refuse. I refuse until my next cruise. I'm not opening the app up again because I know it'll fix itself. And I wake up every morning to like 3 notifications of it's always comedy show and then usually some late night activity. And I don't know why it's always those, but it may have been the last things I did on the cruise. But oh god, it was so funny.
That's
though.
hilarious.
It happened yesterday and I was gonna screenshot it, and I've been in a hectic mood this week, so I didn't. Plus I've been sick. I don't know if y'all can tell that my voice sounds terrible. So
no,
I
just thought your voice was starting to sound like you looked, but
thanks. I deserve it since I caused you bear hug pain. So
unnecessary verbal roughness happening.
Yeah,
on this.
He's gonna beat me up the next time. He's already threatened me via messenger. So
you want to talk about that? Tell our listeners what happened there, Mr. Shelby.
Well, so I was watching Josh and Amanda's live yesterday because I was feeling nostalgic, and well, I realized
you had a little FOMO going on, probably.
Yeah, and I was watching, and they were saying something about pineapple please. If you say pineapple please and you say something, they have to do it. Not Josh and Amanda, the guests that they had. And so Madison overheard, and she typed on my phone that said, pineapple please give Gary a bear hug. And I was like, no, don't send that, Madison. And she sent it under my name as if I typed that and sent it. And I felt really bad. And so
yes. So backstory with that. All right. I will give you the backstory. So that was Michael Clock with Clock Family Adventures.
Yeah.
And Bruce with Ocean to Ocean Travel. All right. And so they listened to the show every once in a while, they told me. So I was happy about that. So what happened is on their last cruise, Michael had a couple pineapples that he put on their door and a banner that said plays well with others. So Michael put that on Bruce's door.
That's mean.
Okay. Yes. And so his wife, Ricky, recorded him putting it on the door. So when Bruce and Cindy got to the room, I think it's Cindy, when they got to the room, they found all that. And they're like, Michael, somebody did this to our door. We got to find out who it was. And so he was like, man, who could it be? Because they were on a group cruise and they had all these people with them and all that. So they're trying to figure out who it was. And so Michael's like, well, here, just give it to me. I'll take care of it. I'll find somebody else, So Michael played with it. I mean, he went down and he had a good time with it. Well, they got off the cruise and Ricky just couldn't take it anymore because it was still talk. It was still, them trying to figure out who it was that did it to them. So Ricky sends them the video of Michael putting it on the door.
Oh, no.
And so Cindy and Ricky get together and they're like, all right, listen, here's the deal. Here's how we're going to get back at them. Somehow Bruce ended up getting involved in this. I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but it became a pineapple please pledge. So as long as whenever Cindy and Ricky would tell them pineapple please, they had to do whatever it was. Thus, they had the matching shirts that they were wearing. They've worn a dress They had nose rings, like the temporary nose rings that they put in on each side and on the nose and on the ears. While they were in Costa Maya outside of Crazy Lobster, they made them put their hands on top of their head like this and act like they were bulls and charge each other. And right before they hit heads, they had to bump up and bump bellies. So
now, I'm gonna ask, is this supposed to be forever?
I talked about that, and I think this cruise ends at this cruise.
Okay, because I was about to say this seems like a bit much for some magnets.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the thing. So even last night we went to dinner at Jabang with them, and I sat across from Bruce and Michael, and I'll have the video, and I'll send it to Trevor maybe, and hopefully he can incorporate it into the video here. But they had them. You know how the guy comes around and takes pictures of couples, you know, of the husband and wife couple or the, you know, kids and the parents or whatever. Well, they said, pineapple, please take a picture together like you're a couple. And so Teresa and I had already done ours, and she made me put my hand around her and make like the little heart symbol, you know, like this. And so Teresa had to make the other heart symbol, and we had to look at each other, you know, and get, you know, all that kind of stuff. So they were like, pineapple, please do the heart symbol. So they put their arms around each other and they do the heart symbol. The lady has it, you know, come down here in a perfect heart type thing, you know, and she's like, okay, now look at each other. And so when they looked at each other, Michael stuck his tongue out. And it was even, So I have that video. I videoed the whole thing just for Ricky, and because I was sitting directly across from him. And so, so we'll put that video in, but it was pretty funny stuff. It was good. It was a good time. I mean, that's the way that this group cruises go. I mean, if you've ever cruised with a big group of friends, you know, crazy stuff like that just happens. And so it's all being, you know, spontaneous and being in the moment. So.
Well, this is out of, you know, we talked about it a little bit last week, but we had our guests. We weren't able to really go too much into it. But so you say that you are tempted, you know, you've had feelings of maybe doing an XL class ship again.
Yes.
What if it was an XXL class ship?
Well, you know, I've heard that they're actually going to be called the Ace class.
Yeah.
Is what I was told on this. They're not called the double XL, even though that's my name going to be formed as double XL.
That is the obvious.
Yeah. And so, that's going to be, but they're going to be called the Ace class for some reason. I think 8,000 people on a cruise ship may be too many for me. That's literally half the size of my hometown. So, I don't know that. I mean, I'm excited that Carnival's coming out with it in I think it's 29, 30, and 31. So, you know, 5 years from now. Yeah. It's either 28, 29, 30 or 29, 30, 31. I think it's 29, 30, 31. But because it's 27 is the first new XL, 28 is another XL, and then they go to the Ace class in 28, 29, 30, vice versa, 29, 30, 31. But I haven't seen enough on it. But with wanting to cruise every ship in the Carnival fleet, I mean, obviously I will eventually have to cruise on that ship, but I'm not really excited about it. What's y'all's take on it? What do y'all think?
I think it'd probably be a one and done for each of them for me. I mean, just get it done and see if I like it. If I don't, you know, I really enjoyed the celebration, like pieces of it. And I haven't yet to do an XL class ship by myself, like with just like me and my wife, and experience it that way. Cause I gotta tell you, the celebration was more about the people than it was the ship. So
exactly,
it's one of those things, you know. I honestly, this is no joke. I had a dream last night that I had scheduled 2 months on the Spirit, and I was the happiest Trevor you could ever be. And I woke up so sad that I did not have 2 months of the Spirit coming up. And so I was like,
yes, let's go. Let's go.
It's like, I can't believe
World Cruise on
boss,
the Spirit
approved that. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm loving those smaller ships right now. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah,
I
about it,
can't. I
Jen.
can't think. I don't know. Blah blah blah. See, I'm so flustered. I can't even speak. I like the smaller ships. I would give it a go because I'm a team player and I really like being on a ship. But I think like 8,000 people, that's a lot of humanity to
Hmm.
be vacationing with. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's
Yes.
that's and like every group cruise that comes out when those ships come out is gonna be those ships. And
Hmm.
so it's gonna be like a lot of invites of going on those same ships. And so we'll be on what FRGC 8 by then. So we'll see what Amanda
Yeah,
chooses.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do know a little bit of secret of stuff that's about as far as 8 goes. I don't know about that just yet, but I do know they said that from now on they are going to try to start going smaller ships.
Yeah.
But it's just that's just where it's at. But I do
Mhm.
know I want to cover. I know we didn't discuss this, but we're talking about Excel and Ace having
Yeah.
8,000 passenger double capacity, right? So what that means is all ships, their capacity is determined by just putting 2 people in each room.
Mm.
So, but as you know, if you cruised, some rooms will take up to 5 people, sometimes 6 for suites, I think. But there's several that are 3 and 4 people, like a room that we're in right now. Hopefully it's nice enough. But I have a couch right here, and we have our king bed over there where I didn't make the mattress because I took a nap whenever I came home from Costa Maya. But so this room technically I think is a 3 or a 4 person, but we're only is a
Mhm.
double occupancy room. So when we say, this ship's going to hold 8,000 people, that is at double occupancy. The Icon of the Seas just accomplished a very, very like rare feat. So the Icon has a double capacity of 5,610 people. That's their capacity,
Yeah. Yeah.
double occupancy. They just sailed at 132% capacity, meaning there was 7,405 passengers on that ship.
That's too many
Whoa.
people.
Its full passenger capacity is 7,600, meaning if every bed had somebody in it. But I got that notification while I was in port, and I was just like, that is just absolutely incredible. That is just ridiculous. 132% occupancy.
Wow.
That just, but and so these Ace class ships are going to be for their regular occupancy what the Icon was at 132%.
Yeah. Well, then you got the Spirit with 2,100 as their.
Yes.
I'm just saying. And
Listen, hey, and we had this discussion, and I haven't went through and done all of the work on it, but I did, and I'm blame it on the alcohol, or I'm sorry, the aged sugar water.
yeah.
But I do know that I went in, and because I sent it in our chat. You guys can go in there and look at it if guys want. Remind me in our group, and I'll post it. But go CCL, which is Carnival's like travel agent page and stuff like that, where they have some documents in there to help.
Hmm.
They had all kinds of documents that had like all of the kind of like information for each ship. And so they had a thing on there under each ship, and it said space to capacity. And so it was like, almost like a ratio kind of thing. The Spirit had the highest number. So the Spirit has like the lowest capacity to the biggest space, if that makes sense. And it came in right at a 44%. So all of the other ships, XL ships, were like a 41. A couple other smaller ships were like a 38. So it does show that, I mean, I'd said it when I first got off of it. I said, there's something different about that ship. It does not seem as crowded with the same number of people on it that you have with other ships. And lo and behold, they have more space for each person, so to speak.
Yeah. And, it feels extra spacious when everybody is just in the casino all the time and you could just be anywhere else and just have a great time. Because nobody else does anything but the casino. It was fantastic. I loved it. No lines, no nothing.
Your Alaska cruise was definitely a rarity. So
good.
Yeah.
That I'll never forget the glow party, the white party. That's what it was. The white party, and they had the ear things on, whatever that was.
Oh, the silent disco.
So it's a
silent disco, yeah. And they're all out there, and there's like there are more people in wheelchairs and just twisting about. I was like, this is my kind of party. It was great. I loved it. I wanted to video it, and then I was also like, is this gonna seem like really rude? So I just didn't know what to do. But
I get it for sure.
I do have a speak pipe.
Do tell.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I
not one from Tom though.
I did earlier. We played that one already.
Yeah,
but
we've got that one from Tom.
This is not Tom's to replay. We're not. We don't even talk about him anymore because he quit and ran off to Windstar. But a voice from the past has returned. Actually, Catherine has reached out to us, one of our OG fans, and so
awesome, Catherine.
I'm hoping Catherine maybe makes it out to FRGC 3. So she needs to let us know because she's getting caught up. So here we go.
Hello, Golden Boys. This is one of your old school fans, Catherine. I am catching up on all of your fun episodes. I've noticed quite a few changes. Wanted to make a little commentary. This is not everything, I'm sure. It's just what I noted down recently. Trevor, your hatred for these rubber ducks, they gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta get out of here. I can't live like this.
Not giving you
this
quack,
is a hostile listening environment. The love for the ducks is strong in me, strong in my family. I literally, me and my mother, we just put together about 100 ducks for our upcoming cruise at the end of September. Yay, we're going on the Carnival Dream. I'm so excited. Another thing, the Snooty Snoot segment is now my favorite segment. If y'all did a full episode of that every day for 59 years, I would listen to it every single day. I love it. I like how Gary is like this voice of reason. He has like this therapy voice. It's wonderful. And then I am like loving that y'all finally threw in another beautiful woman's point of view with Jennifer. Shout out. And the Law and Order like theme song entry thing is brilliant. It makes me laugh so hard every time. I love it so much. It could be on TikTok. I love it. And yeah, got you for good work. Love it. Still repping my awesome t-shirt. I love it.
That was the whole thing. It cuts off.
Yeah, it
Oh, that
does.
was
It
so
only allows you to have.
great.
Yeah. Catherine, thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear from you. And yes, you do. You go back. You're an OG for sure. So awesome.
Absolutely. She used to be in like every one of back when we did lives on YouTube. She was in every single live. And I think it was just because you never really knew what was going to happen in our lives.
Catherine Concepts.
Yeah. Yep. And so it's good to hear from her.
It is.
But
voice of reason over here.
Yeah.
Getting some reason juice.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you know, I mean, it's, it's not that I'm faking the sipping. I am actually, taking a sip each time. But it's a good sipper. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The old girl told me, she says, that, supposedly one of these things you can only get in Mexico, all this other bull BS. But because they didn't have the specific ones that I was looking for. But she's like, oh, you need to try this one. This one only in Mexico. I'm like, okay, sure. And I mean, I grabbed the label and everything is in Mexican. I'm just kidding. Everything is in Spanish. So, but that's a nod to my godson. That's what he keeps saying. He says, "Why are you learning all that Mexican?" I'm like, I'm not learning Mexican. I'm learning Spanish. But anyways,
Wow.
yeah. But anyhow, so but yeah, so that it's not a bad sugar water. I'm not gonna lie, I like it, nice and smooth.
And then Gary, I saw that you showed us your duck collection.
I did, yes. Those are the ducks that I found while I'm on the ship. I'll show you again because, well, I'm able to do that kind of thing because I'm talented.
You're so skilled,
I
reasonable
try
and
to be.
skilled. And I just
There's
want to
the
see
duck
Trevor get
collection.
angry about it.
And so we found one. It's
Oh,
got
you got
googly
is that a
eyes on it.
sparkly one?
Yeah, we got a sparkly one. We've got some
Fancy.
miniatures with a sailor suit on it. We've got, ones with cowboy outfits. And yeah, so it's, oh, look, here we can just do it this way for the rest of the show. Yeah. So you can just,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
you could.
Like I'm in a
God.
bathroom, like I'm a teenager
Does
in
look
the
like you're in the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Taking that selfie to post to Instagram. But anyways.
Oh God.
Yes. Well, guys, listen here. I know. Do we have? I mean, I'm not trying to run out of here, but I have a cruise to get to.
That's. I figured we would cut it short. So.
Okay, and yes, I do want to say too. We have made contact with Kindle Fire. If you follow, if you go into our, I have made contact as the public relations, or not public relations. I am the talent acquisition manager for Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. If you listened last week, I acquired some really big names in the YouTube side. Excuse me. Now I am going to acquire a big name in the cruise director side. So I've touched base with Kendall. Everything's lined up. Tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to sit down with her and we're going to talk to her about some stuff. I'm going to have her make a couple videos, make some outtakes, and it's exciting times, guys. So stay tuned for next week. It's going to be really fun.
Absolutely. Well, with that, I guess just know that you are unique, you are special, and you are loved.
And I guess tomorrow morning, I'm going to have a breakfast burrito in my hand.
There you go.
I know what else I'll have in my hand.
I got nothing, so I'm just going to say whatever happens on Gary's cruise is staying on probably a Facebook Live somewhere.
There you go.
Hey, that reminds me. We got to backtrack. The highlight of my cruise so far.
A second highlight.
Yeah.
No, the highlight, the most amazing thing that I will live forever remembering and want mentioned in my eulogy at my funeral is that I cannonballed Josh and Amanda's live while Amanda was live on YouTube. I was able to sneak around the backside and cannonball into her live, completely soaking her and Michael Clock, who was on the other side of the pool recording a video. So I'm in both of their videos at that time. And Josh stood on the side of the pool and recorded it. You can go over to their YouTube channel, Have Luggage Will Travel, and you can see the live side and me over the shoulder. And then you can also go in and watch his video where he put in a short where you can see the full blown out version where it just shows the whole pool and me diving, jumping in and getting all blown up. But yeah, that's definitely been the highlight of my cruise. That's what, honestly, truthfully, that's one of the highlights of my life. So yeah.
Oh, Tom, wherever you are in your...
We don't talk about Tom.
But I just want him to know that he spoke the truth because it's going to live on in YouTube forever. He's a prophet, that one.
Yep.
I see what you did there.
And
rest peacefully, Tom.
Save the foosball tables. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios.